Barclaycard Arena in the magnificent city of Birmingham. Welcome to week 13 of the Betway Premier League, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. The winner of 11 PDC ranking events is Chizzy, Dave Chisnall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to meet the current world #1. He's top of the league. He's a reigning and defending Betway Premier League champion and the reigning two-time champion of the world, mighty Michael
The atmosphere has just cranked up here in Birmingham. Dave Chisnall against mighty Michael van Gerwen. Van Gerwen spoiled Raymond van Barneveld's 50th birthday celebrations with a 7-2 win in Belfast last week. Could secure top spot with 2 wins tonight against Dave Chisnall. Brilliant performance from him in Belfast. Wins over Adrian Lewis and Phil Taylor. Now just 2 points off the playoff places. Exciting second match of the evening. Taylor Wright, Anderson Barney and Lewis van Gerwen still to come this evening. Rod Harrington and Rod Studd in commentary.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, exciting indeed. High octane, high speed, high tempo from these two ace Arrowsmiths. Colourful stage. The lime green of Van Gerwen and the vivid yellow of Dave Chisnall. This should be fast and fiery, but I tell you what, Dave Chisnall will be hoping for a change in fortunes against Michael van Gerwen. He's lost the last 14 meetings. Most players have got a bad record against Michael van Gerwen, but my goodness, Rodney, that is a shocker for Chizzy. But did he do well last week with those 2 wins?
Well, the one thing about Chisnall, he will not worry that he's 14-0 down to Van Gerwen. He's just going to get up there, play his game, and if he gets out the gate quick, like he did last week against Adrian Lewis, then you never know. You must not let Michael van Gerwen dictate the game. You've got to take the game to him. And Chisnall, we know what great scoring power he's got. It's a lot of 180s. He needs to hit a bunch of them tonight.
Best he's ever done in the Premier League against Van Gerwen was the draw years back, when actually if he'd won that game he'd have finished top of the table. It's the best he's ever done. He won't be topping the table this year, Dave Chisnall, but he still has got an outside squeak of a top 4 finish. Started the night a couple of points behind Gary Anderson, who is 4th.
Well, a great chance here for Chiz to get this first leg, and it is with the throw. Well, that's not the best of darts. Needs to find a treble. Oh, he's opened the door too much for Van Gerwen to break the throw here. A nice little straight ton. Well, that's a result from Chisnall. So 76, he's going to get at least 1 dart at the double top, maybe 2 at double 8. That's 2 at double 8. And this will be for 14 darts. Can't afford to miss this, Chiz, and he has. You can't let Van Gerwen back to the board.
Well, against most human beings, he'd think he'd probably be back. But this is no ordinary human being, but he has missed the world number 1. 1 dart at double 16. Chisnall is reprieved. He can't miss 5 at double in a leg against Van Gerwen. He has. He gets the stomach settler of the early hole.
Yeah, you're right, that was a big plus, because if he'd have lost that after having darts, you kind of start thinking about it before you know you're 2-3-0 down. And of course, it's all downhill from there. But Chizzy, he's on the mark.
At the weekend, just gone, the European Tour in Germany, Michael van Gerwen was not just beaten, but annihilated by Ian White. 6-1. Shock off the sporting Richter scale run. Although Ian White, of course, did beat him 6-0, didn't he, last year?
Exactly right. I mean, it done Ian White the world of good for his confidence, obviously, but will it have dented Michael van Gerwen's confidence? No, I don't think so. He's got a great attitude. Just gets up there and throws darts, and that is a perfect dart. Chizzy, he knows that Van Gerwen may only get a dart at the bullseye, so a 180 here would really put some pressure on. Is this going to be the first one? What a time for Dave Chisnall to put the first maximum on the board. We'll see where Michael's game is this evening. Double 11. Oh, superb from Van Gerwen. Answer the question that Dave Chisnall asked. And that was a brilliant check out at the right time.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Chisnall had asked the question with the very first maximum of the evening. Scoreless draw with the maximums between Lewis and Wade. Wade won the match. Upset win for the machine, 7-4.
81. Yeah, Lewis just didn't score heavy enough. They both had 8 140s, 18 tons. 57. And it's very unusual for someone to keep up with Andy Lewis on that scoring power, and that's where he lost it in my eyes. Although he missed a lot of doubles, he should have had more darts at those doubles. Of course, the further you are in front, the less pressure there is on those doubles. So Chisnall with the throw. 83. He's got a few points in the lead.
Gerwen has lost once in the Premier League this year to Raymond van Barneveld in Manchester. He's been held to 3 draws also. This for 2-1 then. Tops it is, 14 darter if he nails it first time, and he does. The finish from Dave Chisnall, he goes back in front, he's averaging 107 and change.
Well, he's playing exactly as he did against Adrian Lewis last week in the early part of the game. He's not 3-0 up, however, being 2-1 up against the world number 1 MVG. And as we get towards the business end of this game, of course, the pressure will go on Michael van Gerwen. If Chisnall can keep this lead, he's got to hold on to his throw perfectly, which he did in the previous leg with a 14 dart. Needs a few more maximums.
7-1 to Van Gerwen when they met Cardiff. It was week 9, last week before the split and the elimination of Kim Huybrechts and Jelle Klaassen. Gerwen should level from there. Go back to the 20s now, because even 50, well, the treble 20 would have left the 170. Double 18.
Game shot, the full flag.
Double 18 it is, and 2 legs apiece. We've got to crucial times in this game. Chizzy's got to hold on to that throw. Oh, and this is not the time. You can just see Michael van Gerwen look over his shoulder, and he'll have seen these first 2 darts thinking, right, happy days. Well, there we have it, both players well over the 100 average. I have to say, they've not really got going. That's the ironic thing about those averages. Only 180 at the moment. That goes to Chisnall.
He tops the 180 stats in the Premier League for 2017. The one we've seen tonight from Chizzy is 56th. Michael van Gerwen on 50 only. Good tempo, good averages.
It's ironic what you say about the 180s. I mean, 56 to 45 in Chisnall's favour, which Chisnall always does. But have a look at those 140s. 78 to Chisnall, 127 to Michael van Gerwen. I mean, that is a massive difference. Power scoring is not always about 180s. It's the 140 count. That's why James Wade is so good. But that's the second and the 57th for Dave Chisnall.
Yeah, and it's made a huge difference to this leg, because he was floundering, Dave Chisnall. He'd thrown 9 darts to get down to 314, but the max has left him on 134. It's not going to go out. And that leaves exactly 100, and that leaves tops. So unless van Gerwen comes out on the 144, which would be 2 treble 20s for double 12, then Chisnall has done well to battle back in this leg to be first to double.
128.
Well, tops if he's going to miss, just put the first one on the top wire. Oh, straight in. Tidy darts from Chizzy, and he holds on to his throw for a 3-2 lead.
97.
As I said, he started that leg scratchily, but full credit to Dave Chisnall. He produced 3 good turns to the board, very good in fact, and holds on. The match continues on its way, on throw.
140.
Well, as good as van Gerwen's first maximum. Yes, Chisnall has really upped his game in the last few weeks. There is Exhibit A. He averaged 100 against van Gerwen in that match which he got hammered in, then 106, 99, 104 and 105 in his last outings since then, and averaging 108 here tonight. So he really is playing, arguably, second to only van Gerwen in current form.
Oh, he doesn't need... Oh, now that's a miss. Now Chisnall is looking at least 1 dart at the bullseye. He mustn't miss big numbers here. He has been inclined to just drift in the 5 at times, but the treble 20 will give him 2 darts at double 12 for a breaker throw, and the 2 darts at double 12 he's got. And he needs the 1. What a breaker throw from Dave Chisnall. Van Gerwen, well, we don't see many mistakes, but that was a huge mistake. And we talked about getting control of the game, and now Dave Chisnall is really in command.
Well, it's a great point you make there, Rob, because he was in control of the game against Peter Wright in week 10 and Gary Anderson in week 11. He led Wright 6-3 and drew. He led Anderson 6-5 and had chances. He missed umpteen darts at double 2 and double 1. And he drew that game. There's 2 points that he's thrown away there. And he's out-averaging Michael van Gerwen, if indeed that is a word, but it is now.
136.
Well, he's still got throw, so he's going to have the first 9 darts in this leg, and these are certainly going to help Chisnall. Needs to stay focused on those 3 darts. Absolutely top draw from Dave Chisnall. Michael Michael van Gerwen has left top of the shop, 170. Do you know what? Chizzy will go just a straight ton. Now,
92.
I don't understand that. The straight ton gives you 3 darts of the double. He's only going to get 2 darts of the double now. I just don't understand that. I really don't. Everybody has their personal preference on the combinations, but for me, it worked the right way. If he takes this out, it doesn't matter.
32.
I'm not sure whether he wanted 16 double 16 or whether that was just dragged down 8 for tops. Anyway, double 12 for Van Gerwen, double 6 for Van Gerwen.
60.
Well. Van Gerwen now has missed 7 of 9 attempts at double, including a brace in both of the last 2 legs. And Chisnall here can go 5-2 up. Four. Double 4 puts Dave Chisnall 5-2 up. Well, Peter Wright should have beaten Michael van Gerwen in week 11. That ended up as a draw. Wright was 5-1 up. Now Chisnall 5-2 up. And that maximum will not worry Chisnall one iota, Rob, because this leg really is of little consequence to Chisnall. Even if Van Gerwen holds to 5-3, Chisnall's still a break up. It's the legs on his own throw now that are key, isn't it?
You're exactly right. And Van Gerwen's got to hit, well, that's his first maximum. He's got to hit maximums against the throw against Chisnall. And that previous leg was a bit like leg 3, where Chisnall missed to let Van Gerwen in, but Van Gerwen didn't take advantage of it.
60.
And, we have to say, although it's silly to say that the 107 average from Michael van Gerwen is a bit monster, but it kind of seems that way.
It's the doubling that's been lacklustre, isn't it? Particularly in the last couple of regs. Here comes Chizzy. Fires in his 4th 180. Leaves ball. Will he go for it? He did go for it, couldn't find it. Right thing to do with his opponent on a ball finish 3-darter. Back for 25, Michael van Gerwen.
26.
Well, that gives him all the peace of mind he needs, I think, in this leg.
17.
More missed doubles from Van Gerwen. He's getting a bit frustrated.
35.
Facial expressions, there's no fist pumps at the moment from the world number 1. Now 25 or bullseye. Treble 20 will leave him the ball, and this would be a mighty blow for mighty Mike. That's three treble 1s in 5 darts.
47.
Even the world number 1 missed darts at double. All human beings are inconsistent in some way, shape or form, and even the great man here is fumbling for a finish. Well, after 4 missed darts at double in that leg, he does find double 2 to reduce his arrears to 5-3.
Well, this is the leg that Van Gerwen's got to win. He cannot afford Chizzy. We talked about 180s. He weren't worried about the 180 that Michael van Gerwen hit, but he certainly has followed that in. And what a kick-off. This leg gives him at least 1 point.
He had 5 maximums to Van Gerwen's 3 when they last met, even though he lost 7-1. Tonight he's 5-1 up on the maximums, Dave Chisnall, but more importantly 5-3 up on the leg scoreboard.
39.
And he has Michael van Gerwen on the ropes here. Can he put him away and win for the first time in 15 attempts against the Green Machine?
140.
Well, I hate to say he can't lose from here because anything's possible. He's still got to hit his 6th successful double of the night, Rod, but surely Dave Chisnall can at least get the point here.
He's going to get at least 6 darts, possibly 9 from here. He wants double 8 for that point. Well, he's going to come back. Last week he was in control against Adrian Lewis and kept his nerve and his concentration and finished the game off. And double 8 for a guaranteed 1 point against Michael van Gerwen. Push it up to the 4s. Now down to the 2s.
14.
Well, now, perhaps he should have just looked at Van Gerwen score there and gone, do you know what, I'll bust it here. Because now, Van Gerwen, well, he hasn't really punished him. But a big score, a 140 from Van Gerwen would have made this double one a lot harder than it may be.
Well, this is the double that caused them all the trouble against Gary Anderson, but not tonight. And Dave Chisnall secures a share of the spoils against Michael van Gerwen, at least that. Now he's in the same situation as he was against Peter Wright a few weeks back, where he led Snakebite 6-3 and couldn't close the game down. One leg from the remaining 3, enough to pick up a priceless 2 points, Rod. And incredible as it may seem, given where he was before we started action in Belfast a week ago, he would be level with 4th place man Gary Anderson. What a comeback from Dave Chisnall that would be.
Oh, incredible. I have to be honest, we were writing them off, along with Wade. Mind you, the pressure's a little bit off. He thinks, I've got nothing to lose, I just go up there and throw darts like I can. That's exactly what's happened. He's put himself in a good position. Number 2 for Van Gerwen. He needed those maximums a lot earlier.
Yes, well, Chisnall plays Barney next week in Sheffield, and then up at the GE Oil and Gas he takes on James Wade in the final round of regular season matches. 50 left. Each to their own. Most players, I think, would have set up the shot, but who am I to question the tactics of the great man, the world number 1? He cleans this up, it won't matter.
Cleans it up, he does. Oh, Chiz, this is the leg. This is the massive one. It all hinges on this leg for Dave Chisnall to get a 2 points out of Michael van Gerwen. You said what was 14-0 down. What a time, and what a perfect first dart. A steady start, but not what he had expected from that first one.
97.
Van Gerwen just, well, both players just over the 99 average. You have to say Chisnall playing the toughest game, and there we have the league as it stands. I don't think Michael van Gerwen can worry. I think he'll still take top spot whatever happens here. But that game, Anderson against Barneveld, that's the crucial one. Lewis losing to James Wade. If this is a win for Chisnall, goes up to 15 points. What a turnaround.
Gets him within 3 darts. Whatever Van Gerwen throws here,
134.
that does not leave a finish. So Chisnall with half a dozen darts here to sink Van Gerwen and cause one of the biggest shocks of the Premier League season.
85.
Well, he's left double 18.
I don't understand that. Unless he missed that. I don't understand the 36. I mean, if he hits it first dart, all well and good. But if he comes inside and has a chase over to them 9s, that's where the trouble could start.
Three chances come and 3 go. And now the question mark is over the choice of double, because Van Gerwen hits an unorthodox double in double 17, and it's 6-5, and Dave Chisnall will be having darting deja vu. Exactly what happened against Peter Wright and Gary Anderson. Could it happen again? Can he throw away another winning position against one of the real big boys of world darts?
Well, what I can't understand is him leaving the double 18. I mean, a lot of people like the double. However, when you're going for it, you're thinking, you've got half your mind, I don't want to split it, I don't want to have to start chasing over to those 9s. But on the double top or double 16, you just attack. There's no negatives in your head. And so I have to say, Chiz, maybe the wrong double to go for. And if Van Gerwen gets a draw out of this match, he's used his get out of jail card.
95.
Well, is there a twist of the tail? Carry on going for it, man. And I'm not sure that the staccato throw helped him one iota there. Oh, what a time. What a time. The timing, impeccable. And it will buy him 3 darts at double 4 to secure a draw. A couple of weeks ago, he came back from 5-1 down against Peter Wright. And tonight, he has come from 5-2 down against Dave Chisnall. He refuses to be beaten, even when he's out of sorts. The world champion, Michael van Gerwen, off the canvas to secure a draw against Dave Chisnall, who missed match darts to secure what would have been a precious victory for him. Van Gerwen, top of the table, and secures his spot for definite at the O2 on finals night.
In this heavyweight week, Michael van Gerwen almost had a knockout blow against him. Body blows, a standing count, but he battles back from 5-2 down to a 6-all draw. The smiles on the face of Van Gerwen. Chizzy 6, Michael van Gerwen 6, Mighty Mike van later. Coming next, Phil the Power Taylor against Peter Snakebite Wright. This could be interesting. Gary Anderson in 4th against Barney in 5th. And rounding off the night, Adrian Lewis against Mighty Michael van Gerwen, both back for a second match of the evening. Chizzy moves on to 13 points. Van Gerwen 20 points, 3 clear at the top of the table. Let's hear from both players now. Talking to Nigel Pearce.
Dave, Michael, congratulations, a fantastic game. Let's get reaction. Michael, you've got the draw, but you don't look happy.
Of course, you can be happy with 1 point. I think I think he thinks the same. He had a chance, 3 darts to finish the game off, and I was lucky in the end, simple as that. But I think I could do some more damage in the beginning of the game, but unfortunately I didn't. And you need to make it the best you can, and I think I did. It was difficult. It was a bit. I had a strange thinking, but yeah, it was a strange game, I think, today.
Disappointed not to take both points, Dave, especially after being 5-2 up.
Yeah, disappointed, but that's darts. Like, he missed a few darts at doubles early on, where he let me in. So it's always hardest doubles always the last one, and shorter there.
What about the tension up there on the stage when he could see the finish line? Did it get to you at all?
No, it didn't get to me. Just like I missed a double, but I didn't lose the game. That's the main thing. So 1 point's better than none. And third place, Michael, he come back well.
Bit of relief there, Michael, but, you know, a point's better than none.
Yeah, of course, a point better than none. At 1 point I was thinking, yeah, good luck with this game. I'm never going to make a point here, but then he missed 3 darts, and then you need to step in. And yeah, I'm really glad I got this point. I'm going to need it to be top, if I want to be top of the table. So yeah, it was an important one, even I didn't play my 100% my game.
It's great entertainment. Well done, boys. Thanks very much.
Yeah.